Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jackson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Room here to run. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there on the screen pass.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him. And he turns it into really nice yardage.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. That's swung out wide to Harris. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Second down and goal. Jackson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Fights off the defender. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and 3. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's stumped. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On play action, now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's stumped. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Rodgers. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds here back behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Touchdown! Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Steelers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. On the give, this is Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11th. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On third down, Jackson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson now. Finding Harris over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
Quick slant to Hamler. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Rodgers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 9. Throwing is Jackson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is Harris. Able to avoid him at the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, and that offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's still on his feet. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Rodgers' throw into the hands of Pham.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Flushed out right. And he'll find Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Jackson will throw again. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run the counter. Barnett. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last position.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Harris. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. Jackson.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Baron Browning
getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And here's Rodgers on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive